Alright, all you video gamers, welcome to yet another 8-bit digital Den Mother edition of the DJ Smokey's True Video Game Stories. And with a title like that, we decided to go with a video game none other than Giga Pets and Tamagotchis. Now, I know a couple of you at home are saying, DJ Smokey, why in the world didn't you say the name of the game for this? Well, to put it simply, folks, there were so many Giga Pets and Tamagotchis involved in this very story, we just decided to cut the middleman out and just say Giga Pets and Tamagotchis to save us a headache by trying to put it in this one title box that would be longer than the Flintstones living room. So yeah, with that said, folks, I think it's time for us to go ahead, remove the insert battery plug, and try to take care of a couple of Giga Pets and Tamagotchis along the way as we get ready to paint the picture. Alright, this video game story began approximately well over 21 years ago, when for Christmas, me, my sister, and my brother all got Giga Pets as kids from our uncle. And the one I managed to get was a Dino Giga Pet. My brother managed to get a special Star Wars R2-D2 Giga Pet, while my sister managed to get a dog Giga Pet for all of us to take care of. Now, for those who are wondering at home, let's just say when it came to me and my brother trying to take care of these Giga Pets, it was bad, cause they wouldn't last any longer than 3 days. Each time, they would die within 3 days. But my sister's Giga Pet would still be alive. Even after a full 2 weeks when we saw it after ours died over and over again, hers still lived after all this time. And after me and my brother saw that, we immediately decided to give our Giga Pets over to our sister so she can take care of them. And she managed to get mine's up to 45 days, while my brother's R2-D2 unit managed to live well over 119 days, I think it was, before it got called up and just left. And when my sister gave me back mine's, and this is a bit tragic, folks, once I got it back, I tried to feed it, it got mad, and it just stormed off. It just left. It ran away from home, and then when I tried to give it back to my sister, it got wet and it died permanently. Truly sad. But the story does not end there, folks, because a couple of years later, my sister would end up getting a Giga Pet from our mom that was this muscle and fitness Giga Pet that you had to work out every day, and my mom, who tried to raise it before, worked it out so much that it died because of exhaustion. And when my sister took care of it, she managed to take care of it to the point that it was this big, strong bodybuilder that managed to work out whenever it wanted to and just lived a happy life. And the Giga Pet that I would get from my mom would be a Giga Pet along the line of this Buzz Lightyear Giga Pet that actually was a 3-eyed dog that I had the chance to take care of. And this was the one Giga Pet that I was able to take care of to the point where it got so big that it could barely fit on the screen. Almost the same as the other Giga Pet my sister had when she took care of this giant oversized dog that looked like a stretched limo because it lived for so long. And my sister absolutely loved that Giga Pet to its dying day due to a battery transplant that went wrong due to the fact that my sister lost the screw for it, and unfortunately it didn't live throughout the transplant. And that one lived for just about half a year, folks, so it was very impressive to see she did that one. And the next Giga Pet my sister would get, after all of the other ones that she took care of, to the point that she had this keychain, and I do believe she still has it to this day, filled with all of the Giga Pets that she took care of around the clock to make sure that they didn't die. Then one year during Christmas, my uncle would give my sister the ultimate Giga Pet challenge in the form of this giant oversized, like a small hand radio Giga Pet that went by the name of the Talking Nano Baby. And if you're wondering at home, folks, yes, it talked. It talked when it was hungry, it talked when it was sick, it talked when it needed to be fed. It talked all the time, and especially whenever it made a mess, it would say, oopsie, and we would hear that throughout the entire night, and my sister managed to take care of it to the point where it didn't cry whenever it didn't get fed or anything. It just sat there and just laughed. And unfortunately, this one, and this is the meat of the story here, folks, for this Giga Pet, because the way this one went out was horrifying. Because one day my sister decided to wash her hands and had her Giga Pet strapped to the side of her belt buckle, and when she went to turn around and forgot to turn the water off, whoosh, water landed on the Giga Pet. And the next thing you know, the Giga Pet went, I think, mentally insane after that, because then it started to say, I'm sick, I'm hungry, I'm tired. It just kept saying that over and over again to the point where my sister, and this was before we figured out that putting rice inside of an electronic device will actually cure any water problems, she decided to put it in the oven. She decided to put it in the oven to try to dry out the Giga Pet, and when that Giga Pet dried out, it just kept saying, sick, hungry, tired, help. Just kept repeating those things over and over again for my sister to finally make the right decision and pull the plug on that poor Giga Pet. And to this day, folks, that would be the last Giga Pet / Tamagotchi she would ever raise to that point, because she would draw the white flag after that big challenge would go belly up. And with that said, folks, wraps it up for a very special chain link digital 8-bit Den Mother edition of the DJ Smokey's True Video Game Stories. And with that, we'll be back with more right after this. So stay tuned.